Hey guys, DM Philosopher here, Matt's the name, just going to go over my latest pack here. So what we've got is Underground Waterways, so it's another map to go with all my underground maps, the Dwarven maps, the mine maps, and the tunnels maps. So let's just jump in there and have a look at what this map contains. Alright, so this is the dark gridded map, and you can see that there's a tunnel that winds its way into the map from the bottom left hand side here, and comes up to this sort of a waterfall chamber. There's water sort of in the middle that winds its way down through to this chamber here, where there's a waterfall that descends into sort of an endless darkness. It can be as deep as you want it to be, and there's also a tunnel here that leads off to the right. Now this waterfall chamber has got three waterfalls sort of descending from the sort of roof cavities into the chamber, and there's multi sort of level platforms for the players to try and work their way around, or to have an encounter where you've got creatures on different levels and the like. And the water obviously moves from that cavern. Along the way there is another tunnel that comes into here, and it has a sort of a waterside platform here with a boat that could possibly be launched from there. Now because of the scale of my map, they're quite large, so they're about 84 by 46 I think. So there's definitely enough detail here for you to just sort of run an encounter and say, for example, just this particular room, and then later on in an adventure have them sort of come down a corridor and find a boat in a waterway, and then they could travel along, and then you could run a small encounter, say for example here, where they come across something in the water, and then later on you could have them sort of like, oh damn, it's a waterfall. So you could definitely run an encounter here. So definitely this map has multiple uses. But anyway, let's jump in there and have a look at some more of them. So that is the dark gridded map. We've got the dark gridless map, so if you're doing VTT work, then you can set the scale to however you like. This is the light gridded map, and then the light gridless map. Now my map packs always come with point of view shots, so here we've got some point of view shots of the corridor that leads towards the Waterfall Room. Now these are the dark point of view shots. They sort of wind their way into the chamber. You get a good view of that chamber, and then from various platforms. So there's the entrance way here, and you're standing on a platform, and there's the exit there, and then we sort of work our way across a variety of the platforms, and end with a sort of a overall view of that chamber. Here's the exit here. Now the dark maps, you could use the dark point of view shot, for your characters that don't have dark vision, and I have exactly the same point of view shots, but they're lighter. The shadows aren't anywhere near as pronounced and something like that. So you could use the lighter point of view shots for characters that have got dark vision, so that they can really sort of establish a point of difference between the characters. And the characters with dark vision obviously can have a lot more information and detail, whereas the characters without dark vision would be struggling to see through the shadows, and they might not, for example, from this vantage point here, realize that there's multiple platforms, whereas the characters with dark vision might go, actually there is. So yeah, exactly the same point of view shots, and they work their way along. You'll notice here that I sort of cut through back to that tunnel as if you're approaching this waterway, waterside platform, so that in case you want to use it for such purposes. And likewise with the Waterfall Room, this shot here is from the tunnel that leaves. So if you were arriving from this point, then you would see a waterfall and a descent into nothingness. So that's the map. I also have a couple of isometric views, just to add a bit of clarity to the layout of the rooms and the platforms and the like. So that is the battle mat for Underground Waterways. You can find that on RPG Now, and I'll post a link to that underneath my YouTube clip as well. Otherwise, I hope it enriches your gaming. I hope it gives you more variety in your underground settings for encounters and the like. Otherwise, thanks for listening, and happy gaming, people.